Maybe. Maybe? Maybe if you try to completely eliminate something, it only makes people fight harder to get it back.
How many people you think El Pozolero has stuffed into drums? 100, 200, 3?
Between the cartel and Unidad both, probably more. Much more.
How fucked up do you have to be to do something like that day in and day out like any other job?
The guy's obviously a psycho. Right, Midas?
Maybe, maybe not. The soldiers running the gas chambers in Nazi Germany didn't see themselves as monsters. Many claimed they were just soldiers following orders.
Would you stuff somebody in an oil drum and cover them in plastic soda because Nomad ordered you to?
I did that shit 2 years ago.
Really?
Midas is just fucking with you.
What is up, everybody?
How's it going?
Aaron Sampson and Spencer Mulder here. We're going to take a look at Ghost Recon Wildlands. We've both played over the weekend. We will be playing through a couple of missions, taking your questions, talking about guns, talking about co-op, single player, anything you guys would like to talk about. Spencer, why don't you tell us what you're going to show us first?
So we're going to start up in the northern region of Bolivia. We're going to take on Madre Coca, who is actually part of the Bolivian coke distribution of this group. So she's actually one of the lieutenants that you can work your way up to then taking on the underboss. So we're going to take on her.
It is slow as shit out here.
And also joining us here today is also Jake. He's also going to be helping us out doing some
No
co-op.
problem.
So
You
we're going
didn't miss
to
anything, though. I mean,
show
they
that
lost
off
by
here
like
today as
30
well.
points.
So let's just get into this right now.
Hang on 1 second. Looks like we are
Stop, please.
not on screen yet.
A respected cocalero named...
Wasn't it rained out? Screw you guys.
There we go.
Cool. There we go.
Oh, that was weird. That chopper up there looks like it was taking a nosedive.
All right. We are back. How's it going, everybody?
We are back with more. I gotta say though that there are definitely some really beautiful moments of what Ubisoft's created for Bolivia for this giant map, because this map is huge.
First question, is driving better than in the beta? Yes, sort of. Like, I think the handling's a lot better overall.
The handling's a lot better. There are certain vehicles that react differently. Like trucks are harder to, or a little tougher to control. I feel like the helicopters, especially the larger birds, control a little bit better, but you still have no reticle for when you're shooting missiles or miniguns. It's all about proper angling and all that stuff. So I still don't understand why they didn't put a reticle in there for attack choppers, but still no reticle yet. So, but overall, I would say the controls for handling vehicles has improved since the beta.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think Ghost Recon Wildlands has a lot of great little touches and a lot of kind of sloppy little touches in the game. There's so many cool little things, like your rifles having the ability to change the sight picture, and like the mil dots on your scope actually lining up with the range in your binoculars. But then you have like all these weird little things, like the helicopter not having an aiming reticle, or not being able to stack up your team on an objective before you go through a doorway. So I don't know, it's weird. I think my overall impression of this game so far is it's fun with your friends, and it's fun when you turn it to max difficulty, especially.
And taking off a lot of the HUD stuff too.
Yeah.
That helps out a lot and helping to immerse you a lot better. But definitely, if you have any of your friends playing this game actually does open up a lot more, in my opinion, when you're playing with other people. So, gotta go up these stairs. Okay.
How's the story mode comparing to the Divisions? Is it better? So the story mode is non-linear. You can fly anywhere on the map and take on whichever head of whatever cartel section you like.
I'm a friend.
The story itself is very, very just, I don't know.
It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
I actually feel like there's more of a story here than there was in the Division. For me, the Division didn't really have that much of a story. It was kind of like this. You find pieces along the way. This is a lot more structured. So, I mean, you know your objective. You take down El Sueño, who's the boss of bosses, but you have to take down all of his lieutenants. They're under bosses, and then the boss of that certain section of the cartel. So it's a lot more structured, definitely a lot more stuff to do, and I really do enjoy the game, in-game, and also the cutscenes. They're very artsy-fartsy cutscenes, but I like them. They're really cool.
I will say the Division, yeah, it's interesting. Because it's non-linear, this game sort of has you doing story in chunks. It's just kind of like, here's a guy, he's a bad dude, go kill him. You're never really invested in killing the guy because of the character. You're invested because the sandbox is fun.
Right.
Going to wherever the set piece is and killing that dude is the fun part. I think the Division had better writing for sure. But I don't know. It depends what you're looking for. This is fundamentally a shooter, and the Division was an RPG in its shooting mechanics, and I find just the shooting to be so much more enjoyable in this game. It's kind of what I was looking for in the Division.
We got an armored truck here with a minigun.
What would you recommend for people who are starting the game, quest-wise, weapon-wise?
I found some of the best weapons so far down south. There are some good weapons up north, but I've definitely noticed too that the further you travel, both up north or down south, the harder enemies are going to be. So, for example, in the central area of the map, I've noticed that convoys, they're protected by a few armored trucks, the further you go, either up north or down south, they start getting more heavier patrols. Like, so now attack choppers will be escorting those objectives. Heavily more armored soldiers will be guarding them. Trucks with miniguns on top of them will be patrolling them as well. So it's really more so you can go anywhere you want, but the problem is that the further you dive into the enemy territory, the tougher the enemies are going to be. And if your guy's not properly built yet, you're just going to get wrecked every single time. So I would definitely say stay within the more circled area so far, and then when you start getting more equipped weapons, then you can start going further south or further north, and that way you can get better stuff.
If you go top left real quick, if you want to just see something beautiful, this top left region is a giant salt flat. I think it's gorgeous, and I think what this game does nail is the environment. I think The Division did that too.
Yeah.
But this game is beautiful at a distance in these environments, and that top left salt flat is a great place for you to just go and mess around. It's cool, though, because this is a shooter, there's no bullet sponges, or at least none that I've encountered so far. So you really can use the starting weapon and play as much as the game as you want. Most of it comes down to you can get through most of this game as long as you play stealth. If you play loud, then it's what Spencer's talking about, where you do have to have a well-leveled character to go toe-to-toe with these guys.
Yeah, no, you do. I mean, we're doing okay right now because we got some pretty decent gear. We got some high-powered weapons. But, yeah, this mission would definitely not be going our way at all if we were to just immediately just jump into this area, with starting out gear. So you want to be careful when you do that kind of stuff.
By the way, for those of you just joining us, we are streaming Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is our review copy on a PS4. Like, subscribe our channel if you like Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon Wildlands, this kind of stuff. Spencer and I both love tactical shooters.
Oh, yeah.
We play a lot of Battlefield. We'd love to bring you this stuff, so, vote with those thumbs. Character customization. And weapon customization.
All right, let's do this. So let's go to loadout. So yeah, character customization hasn't really changed all that much from the beta. They have added some new clothes. So it kind of depends on the type of character you choose, even the sex a little bit. But overall, I mean, if you've played the beta, you're not going to see a whole lot of difference here. But that being said, it is pretty in depth. Like, you can choose the shirt, you can choose the vests, you can really kind of dive in and create your own character from scratch. So for you or your buddies ever to bump into each other and have the exact same looking character, I think that'd be very, very rare to happen. So that definitely is a good thing working towards this game. But also weapons too, customization parts. I mean, you have different types of paint jobs you can have for your gun. The amount of gear equipment you can attach to your weapons also varies. It even depends on the gun. Like, some gear is actually catered towards certain types of guns. So certain magazine types depends on the kind of gun that you have. And in order for you to find all these pieces to these guns, you have to interrogate to get intel to unlock these weapon symbols that you see on your minimap. And each one will tell you and specify what this piece is. So if you have a certain gun you're going for, or you're looking for all your favorite pieces, once you unlock that area, or you intel enough, gain enough information from either local bosses or intel from radio stations, then you'll be able to kind of find those gun pieces that you need. So that is currently what I've been doing. I've been trying to find some of the cooler guns and just all in all try to raise hell along the way as I'm doing it.
Also, you get the legendary guns by killing the end bosses of each region. But those are not customizable, so they're kind of as is. They usually look really cool, but I've found that the customizable weapons are more useful because you can put a suppressor on them. I haven't found a boss level weapon yet that I thought was better than what I currently possessed. They look cool.
Let's get some intel because we need to know more about Madre Coca, what she's up to.
Repeated question in the chat. PvP. Funny story. So people had been talking about PvP for a while. We tried to track down where the mention was. It was apparently a Game Informer at E3, and it was like number 23 bullet point out of a giant bullet point list. So just last week, developers did release their post-release trailer, and it will include PvP. It's going to be 4v4. I hope they do it in the open world. I'm not going to hold my breath because I think PvP in PvE is what this game was made for. I love Arma, and I think this is a very, 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 very friendly version of that.
I would agree about doing open world, but my problem is that from what I saw in the trailer, it mentioned 4v4, and having an open world with just your team and 4 other people on the other side, having all that open space, that would be that to me would get repetitive really quickly, having to travel all that way, especially if you're playing like an objective style type of mode. So I guess try to find a place to land here without warning the guards. So here we go.
Somebody asked about a strategy guide. I would say no. I think part of the fun of this game is just the world itself and wandering through it, which is why I would honestly say if you're going to play this game, turn off the minimap. The minimap is a little spoiler warning in the lower right corner of your screen that makes you kind of disengage with the world. And when you turn the minimap off, you actually listen to the world. You listen to the call-outs of the enemy characters. I think this game is so much better as an exploration game with the minimap off and no knowledge of what's on the map.
Mm.
It is a fairly large game. Each of these
huge.
Regions.
It is definitely one of the... I mean, I've been playing for about 10 hours now, and I'm just now about to barely get to one of the bosses. For just one section of the Santa Blanca cartel's organization, and it's just it's huge. So definitely one of those games where you can have a lot of fun with your friends playing it. I mean, I know all my friends who, when we played The Division, we're definitely looking forward to this. Ah, dang it, Unidad.
There are some things you need up front, like the grenade launcher. It's in the skill tree. You pretty much need it.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the parachute and the grenade launcher as soon as possible. Just because no, they took Jake. They killed him.
Joe Freeman thinks the game gets boring super fast. If you feel that way, I would highly recommend playing with friends.
Yes.
I've had mixed feelings about single player, but I think at its heart, this game is a co-op sandbox, and I think you're kind of missing the full experience if you're not doing it with a friend. Also, actually, I think if you find the game to be a bit dull, what I did was over the weekend, I turned off the minimap and I turned the difficulty to high. And that forced me to play this game in a Ghost Recon style, and also the way that I leveled my character was dictated by that level of difficulty, and I enjoyed it so much more.
Mm-hmm.
You can play this game as just a tactical Just Cause 3. It's like if you took Just Cause 3 and you took it down a notch or 2 or 10. The regular difficulty of this game with the HUD elements all on is basically just an easy Just Cause. Well, I guess less crazy Just Cause. So if you're having that sort of boring experience, being an old Ghost fan, that's what I did. Difficulty up to maximum, turn off most of the HUD elements, get in with a friend, and I think that's the game that this game is trying to be.
I definitely would agree on that. I mean, the other thing, too, is that the PvP they mentioned, too, looks a lot like it's going to be Just Cause-ish for some of the craziness you're going to be able to pull off in certain modes. So we'll have to just wait and see how that goes.
I feel like the post-launch content is all targeted at silliness. Well, I don't know, some of the visual style of it. They did seem to have a scavenger-style mode, like The Division did, and they did have that PvP mode, which was going to be free. But I don't know, like the rest of it was just driving monster trucks off of cliffs and like silly paint jobs. It's sort of the blanding of games we're seeing a lot after launch lately.
It's definitely one of those things where I think they're trying to cater to every type of crowd.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the thing I'm enjoying about this game is that you can approach any mission in any style that you want. If you want to go in guns blazing, you can. If you want to go all stealth, you can do that too. So it's you missed a shot. So we could get him quick before he sounds the alarm.
I mean, again, for people who thought the beta wasn't their speed, try not playing this game on normal difficulty because it is really easy when you play normal. Yeah.
Crack his neck. We got the rebels coming in. So here's another interesting thing is that as you unlock rebel support, one of the best things to try to unlock quickly is called Guns for Hire. Guns for Hire allows you to call in for rebel support that is a lot tougher, and they can stay alive a lot longer, and they actually are just like your AI squad mates. They can cause a lot of damage, and there are going to be some missions where you just need that backup. Like, regardless if you're playing with friends or with AI, you just need that help.
We are currently playing on PS4 to answer a question in the chat. Uh-oh. Poor Hilo. Stuck forever.
Oh, no, he's like, okay, no, I'm doing that.
I'm not gonna lie, this game is rough around the edges. It's funny. My good friend Ryan Schubert and I talk about tactical shooters every day and drive our coworkers crazy. His take on this was that he felt like it was that sort of enduring jankiness that he got from State of Decay, which I would respect that take on it. I think, again, as a sandbox, when you do a large sandbox, some things are going to work and some things are not going to work. That's kind of the way sandboxes are.
I've run into some glitches, but just as that one happens, I'm laughing every time I see them. Like, it's not like it's game breaking for me. It's like it's hindering my progress. I mean, if I'm laughing at it, it's just like, all right, well that was good. Oh, kick him in the nuts.
Kick him in the nards.
Eat dirt. There you go. So,
I see this as the kind of game that I would hang out with friends and play at night and just sort of enjoy ourselves. It's not too, there's not much at stake. It's not too crazy. It's just sort of an enjoyable tactical sandbox to chill out and knock out a couple of missions with your friends and get, a lot of it's the gun porn. I'm not going to lie. Like getting your kit dialed in just how you like it with the right gun and the right scope and the right paint job. Like, people love that stuff. I enjoy that stuff a lot.
I just like going out of my way and as you said, just trying to find the guns that best fit your playstyle and showing them off to your friends and then taking on the difficult missions and seeing what you guys can pull off. So, like for example here, I don't know if Jake's able to hear me or not, but I'm definitely in the mood to do some parachuting in on this objective.
Yeah.
So we're going to figure out how we can do this.
Yeah.
Gain the highest altitude. It'd be kind of funny if he's still in the chopper.
Spencer was playing with our reviewer Miguel over the weekend, and I got a message from Miguel. He's like, yeah, Spencer bailed on the helicopter, didn't ask me if I had a parachute.
It's time to survive. It's time to sink or swim, Miguel. So, it was actually kind of funny. He was parachuting in on the objective, and he actually missed his drop point and landed right in a bunch of enemies, so that was pretty good.
Can you customize your teammates? They are characters, but you can customize your teammates by yelling at your friends to change their loadout. Woohoo! It's not out. It's out, what, tomorrow? This game's out tomorrow.
Yes. But I know some people, if you live on the West Coast, you can probably start downloading and playing it by like 9 p.m. because it comes available at midnight on the East Coast.
The streaming embargo was Friday, but we were busy with Zelda, and more Zelda.
And just Zelda in general.
And also Zelda. I mean, if you're looking to buy a game right now, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is it is a freaking bananas month for games. You got Mass Effect Andromeda, you got Ghost Recon Wildlands, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, and you got Zelda.
Jesus.
So you got to make that call for yourself where you want to put your money, because that's a lot of money and a lot of time. I mean, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I freaking love it. People in this office playing Zelda love it, but it'll cost you, like $350 to get into that game. Or you can wait for Mass Effect Andromeda. We'll review that game when we have it. Or you can play this game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is there's so many good games out right now. So that's a decision you're going to have to make for yourself.
See if I can hit this guy. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a kill.
Comment from Bob Jones, March 2017, the November of video games.
Pretty much, which is nice because of the fact that the summer always brings out the drought. So it's good to get all these type of AAA titles out now. That way you have something to keep yourself occupied for the 3 or 4 months that we have like nothing.
Got some love for Horizon.
Guy's not very good at his job. Here's gunfire. He's walking away.
Is that Elijah?
Oh, that's a
Wood?
mortar.
We got a question if you've made Elijah Wood. There is a lot of customization in this game.
There is indeed. Like I'm actually looking forward to seeing what people post on YouTube and all the crazy characters you can create, because you can go pretty wild. Like it's pretty insane. So
somebody also said they're playing Last Stand in Division right now. It's their PvP mode. I would have got Horizon if Switch was not the same week. Yeah.
Yep. That Horizon's been kind of Horizon kind of got the short end of the stick this month, given the fact that, I mean, that game is amazing. It really is. But, man, I got to tell you, Zelda is just, Zelda took over the that experience really quick.
Definitely in this office it did. I think the biggest reason was that Zelda, we didn't expect it to. It has these, it's been heavily influenced by survival games in a way that,
yep,
like, people didn't expect. And also just there's so many nice touches to that world.
Target down.
And I think
Now hit
people
the
also
last
felt
stop.
like, Zelda was going to be a good game, but nowhere. I feel like a lot of people was like, it's going to be a good game. It is an amazing game, and I think it's just the sheer scope of it, the sheer, the amount of things you can do. And even people in the office who've been playing that game for 40, 50 hours are still finding new stuff that's blowing their minds. I mean, that game is just... It kind of came out of nowhere-ish and just blew everyone's mind, and I think that's really what's giving it so much love and attention right now from the gaming community. And as I said, it really is an amazing game.
Questions about Wildlands again? Is this first person only? You want to show them? You can go first. And so again, talking about one of the things we talked about early in the stream, I think this game has a lot of really great little touches. One of them is that you can go between first and third person, and the game remembers per gun.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have the game go third person for your assault rifle, but first person for your sniper rifle. It's actually a really cool touch to this game.
Jake's down. Gotta get him.
Yeah. Bullet
Jake.
drop is a thing.
Oh, he's in the house.
Some of the sniper rifles in this game, the bullets, they're like Battlefield 3, they drop like a rock. But again, cool little touch of this game, the mil dots actually line up with the range, which it's weird to me how many games don't do that. Particularly when I pick up a Dragunov sniper rifle in most games, because the Dragunov has that nice little graph on the side that you're supposed to line up with a 6-foot-tall man, and it'll tell you the range. And so many games, it doesn't line up, and I'm disappointed. This game actually does. So this game, the range is your actual mills in the scope, and that is cool. I really like that a lot.
By the way, the Dragunov is in this game. I actually picked it up a little while ago in a different version of this game, so it's pretty cool to kind of see so many different variety of weapons in this. That's definitely something special for me as a Ghost Recon fan to see.
It's also really important because if you miss a shot, you alert a base, so you need to not be guessing the shot. You need to be able to actually... You're just going to leave those people hanging in that cage? What kind of Wildlands are you?
Yeah. Well, I'm not the only guy here, so, maybe... Oh, shit. Forgot I had that.
Good job. You're liberated, folks.
They're good.
You're liberated from this earth.
You are free to be whatever you want now.
Free from your mortal coils.
That is definitely... I'm not going to lie, there are times where you're going to forget you had certain things in your gun.
That all
so
the time.
it's just because there's no real, I guess you could say there's no real animation of, someone, shooting it, or they try to reload it in a certain way. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I can't tell you how many times where I've messed up a shot because I thought, oh, I have my scope, my silencer attached. Nope, I don't.
So the mil dots, going back to the same conversation, the mil dots are such a good touch. The sloppy side of that equation is there's no animations to tell you what you're doing with your gun. Mm-hmm. So you cannot see yourself switch to the grenade launcher other than looking at the menu, which is why you do that a lot. So again, for every amazing little touch in this world, I find a sloppy touch next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a stealth mission yesterday, and I accidentally pushed somebody in a bathing suit into a pool, and they drowned because they didn't bother to code in swimming animations for civilians.
You got blamed for the kill, right?
No, I did not. It was her fault. She didn't know how to swim. It's not my fault.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She did it. She was sitting by a pool in a bathing suit, and she didn't know how to swim.
It was all a lie.
We had 2 questions about, do you get rewards for stealth? I think the reward is you don't die.
Yeah.
But also, I think if you go on Uplay right now, you do get Uplay rewards.
Well, no, I actually have unlocked certain skills for approaching missions stealth. It rewarded me for so many missions completed while attempting stealth. So there are rewards for playing stealthy, but you don't have to. And really the rewards are kind of small. So it's really more so, as we said earlier, is that you really can approach this game any way you want. Oh, Jake got a lieutenant.
Going back to the question about first or third person. So again, one of the nice touches of the game is that you can play in first or third person per weapon. It's not like, oh, I see, you're asking first person all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do first person all the time. No. And there's no first person in helicopters or cars, which can be a bit of a problem.
Especially since there's no freaking reticle to shoot the guns or the missiles.
To be fair, I think GTA put that in way later.
There's a name here.
Yeah, but I don't know. It felt better in GTA then.
About a cartel lieutenant by the name of Salazar. You got anything on him?
I will say playing this game stealthy is more satisfying.
Yes.
I think if you're playing it loud, you're not really playing the game as intended. It's not entirely your fault. I think the normal difficulty of this game is way too easy and encourages you. There's a tank behind you.
Oh, nice. Fine, Jake.
Oh, no, that's Jake.
Nice.
I think the normal difficulty of this game is misleading because I think it encourages you to play it like Just Cause. And you shouldn't. You should play this game like you're an elite stealth operator.
I mean, see, like this, for example, right here is like, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to judge my shot. It's kind of like just take a guess. So, where are we going to go? I think she's giving us a briefing or something, so we have to wait till she's done talking.
I mean, look, if you like tactical shooters, and we do, there are ways to play this game tactically. And you have to have a little bit of discipline to turn on the right modes and the right difficulty and turn off the right HUD elements and get in with your friends. But once you dial it in, it's a fun tactical game.
Yes.
It's just the default settings are not that game. The default settings are like Just Cause.
Yeah. And this is like, see, this is beautiful right here. I like this. Like that whole area you can go to. So
Try
that's
something
really cool.
real quick. Hop out and go into third person. Because I've had a reticle on this tank before, and I don't know why it doesn't. Or do you have a HUD? I might have the HUD element turned off, actually. I do have that HUD element turned off.
Let me see.
So turn all on.
Crosshairs on.
There we go.
Because you definitely don't have a crosshair on the chopper. I can't remember if you have it in the tank.
I turn crosshairs off in tactical games. Get out and get back in. Try it real quick. I don't know. We'll test this for science. So go to third person and try getting back in now that you have your reticle. For science. Yep. Now you have it.
Now we got it.
Okay. So I had the reticle turned off. But again, that's kind of a sloppy touch. Like I played this game without reticles, and some of the guns in this game, like miniguns, do have a first person.
Oh, wait, no, there's a mission right there. Never mind.
Yep.
There's a mission.
And some of them don't. So, I want more support for the hardcore version of this game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the game is also still a little buggy here and there. I mean, look, we just lost the reticle when I went to the map. See that? the reticle's gone now.
Matthew in the chat is saying Horizon for story, this game for fun. I would agree.
I would definitely say that for sure. Especially the cooperative elements.
Light fun. Let's say light fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love Horizon's story. I have children, and that first chapter hit me where I live.
It got you right there in the heart, huh?
Also, I can kill the crap out of robot dinosaurs all day with my small children around. I tried playing Ark Survival Evolved with them. My daughter was really cool with killing dinosaurs, but the minute I stabbed a dodo bird, she flipped out, and that was like the end of it. She's like, "Why would you do that?" "No, Daddy, don't kill the dodo bird." I'm like, "Man's got to eat."
In comes your wife. "How could you do that in front of her?"
I'm like, "Here, kid, eat your chicken for dinner. What do you think this is?"
What do you think happens to... How do you think you live? What is the food do you think that you eat?
How many hours is the main mission? So...
Oh, Jesus.
There's...
So this is the main mission structure. You have to take out all these lieutenants. You then have to take out the underboss, and then you got to take out the boss of a certain section of that. And once they're all gone, then you finally take out this dude. I'm assuming. So, but I've been playing this game for over 10 hours back on my Xbox, and I just now got her, took her out, and now I'm out going after this guy. And this was 10 hours worth of just playing this one section.
You will liberate that man from his poor decisions and facial tattoo.
I will set his soul free from his bad decisions.
You're going to set his face free from that awful face tattoo.
Caliber bullet to the face. So, but yeah, no, this game, I easily can say this game is at least a 50, I would even go as far as saying a 60-hour venture. And that's barely including in these side missions, because it's a huge game. It really is, I think, one of Ubisoft's more expanded open world sandboxes that they've done in quite a while. So,
hey there, Diego. Welcome to the chat. For those of you just joining us, we are streaming our review build of Ghost Recon Wildlands on PS4. Feel free to throw us a thumbs up if you like these kinds of streams, and we'll do more for them. Or subscribe to our channel, find out when we're streaming stuff. Wink, wink, Mass Effect is coming up sometime in the near future. We don't know when, but It's very, 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 very soon.
All right, the guy's got an escort, and Jake's gonna just run over those civilians. All right, I gotta be careful while I shoot because we need the guy alive.
You know what's funny about Mass Effect Andromeda? I was watching that trailer yesterday. One of the things, when you've worked in game journalism for a long time, you actually you listen to what they say and not just how excited they are when they say it. In Mass Effect Andromeda trailer, they're like, hundreds of worlds, a handful that you can explore. Well, actually, the second line was a handful of worlds you can actually explore, which is like, are you just telling me in a really nice way that you cannot explore 80% of this game?
I think they're just trying to be nice about it.
Worlds you can explore and a lot of planets on the map.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Oh shit. No. No. We are stuck, and he's getting away.
Reagan's asking why we're talking about Mass Effect. We're talking about Horizon. We're talking about Zelda. We're gamers, man. And it is a crazy month for gamers. You got, like I said before, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, you got Zelda, you got Mass Effect coming up, you got Ghost Recon Wildlands. Like, how could I not be talking about what a crazy month this is for gamers?
All right, looks like the guy crashed, so we're gonna have to take him alive here. Yeah, you're wrecked. All right, let's get him.
Get wrecked.
He's got one bodyguard.
Get
with
wrecked,
him, I
Frodo.
think.
Frodo Baggins. Someone earlier
Killed the
thought that
driver.
our character looked like Elijah Wood.
What the hell?
Where are you taking me?
Someplace where Madre Coco won't find you.
You're a fool. There's no place in Bolivia where she can't find me.
You really think she'd go to all that trouble just for you? Get your head out of your ass. She's using you.
Using me?
Get your head out of your
She
ass,
pulled
or
me
I
out
will
of the
put your
field
head
and
in your
made me the
ass.
right-hand man. I was 17, and everyone in Tabacal treated me like a king. She gave me power, respect, people feared me.
Yeah, you won the asshole lottery. Good for you. She's probably lining up your replacement right now.
You don't know her like I
Oh,
do,
Louise,
though.
this
Trust me.
frame rate is giving him cancer. I hope you have good health insurance.
You know who the fuck I am?
You're Madre Coco's boy, right? She's still
First, them
wiping your
trying
ass
to
and
jump out of the
tucking
side of
you
their car.
The hell did you just say?
Shut your hole, mama's boy. You're coming with us. Someone wants to talk to you.
Someone wants to talk to you who's not me talking to you right now, talking to you.
More people want to threaten you.
By the way, actual Bolivia sued this game, just
We got a civilian
so
down.
that happened.
What were you
Yeah.
thinking?
Just wanted to blow shit up. Yeah, I wonder.
Although, come on, like, there was a 4-year span where the Golden Gate Bridge got blown up in every horror disaster movie ever, and San Francisco never sued.
No, but then again, it is a different, you know. I mean, I'm just hearing about this now apparently. So I guess what was Bolivia just suing because it portrayed their country in the wrong light, or are they just suing because they're not catching a piece of the profit?
They're suing because they don't like how they're portrayed. That ain't how free speech works.
Nope.
Suck my dick, blanquiñosa de mierda. I ain't
Good night,
saying
the
shit.
Fox, whatever time zone you're on.
Did it ever occur to you that I don't actually need you to talk? Without you, there's no one to run things in Tabacal. Magicoka will have to come out of hiding, and then we'll have her.
Magic cocoa makes me hungry for hot chocolate. Thirsty.
Entonces, you think I'm the only one she trusts? Carajo, mujer. She has people loyal to her working with the farmers.
Now that's an interesting piece of information. See?
Yep, you
You're
may have
cooperating
frozen on your
only.
tank. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I can do something
Wait.
about this.
I didn't.
Sure you did. And Madre Coca would skin you alive if she ever found out.
Give us some names, Salazar, and we promise this stays between you and us. If not,
Can people hear it, or is it just frozen?
Dale, pues.
It's frozen.
Okay.
Frozen! That's not the game. It's our streaming setup. Let me get a Tay in here to unfreeze it.
You need the Tay man.
I guess we'll leave you guys with this sweet bush up here in this corner here. That's
Awesome
being
reticle
exploded.
action.
Okay, hang on one second. I'll be right. Yep, there we go.
Bowman just uploaded some names for us. Looks like Salazar finally talked. It's a list of Santa Blanca snitches working in.
Hang on 1 second. We will be right back. Or you can just stare at our pretty mugs. Oh, there we go.
Unidad headed this way.
Other questions you guys have? So we are playing the review build on PS4. I actually have not had a chance to play the PC version yet, but I have suspicions that it looks a lot better.
This is Bowman. We got her. Holy shit, we got her.
Oh, damn, we got
Say
her.
again.
I just heard from my rebel contact in Tabacal. Madra Coca's reached out to them. She thinks they're the ones who got Salazar, and she wants him back. She wants to send
That wasn't the game freezing. That was our streaming setup that froze.
She wants Salazar. The rest doesn't matter. We've got Madra
All right,
Coca right
and
out.
we're back.
Oh, damn. Knocked him off his bike.
Talk to her. Convince her
Sorry, Jake.
that if she wants Salazar back, she's got to play along. I'm sending
We seem to have a misconception in the chat that frame rate causes cancer. I don't think cancer works how you think it works.
Unless you were locked in a room, surrounded by screens with really bad frame rate of whatever game you're playing, then I would see that causing cancer. I could totally see that happening.
Well, the funny true story, I'm trying to get Sonic in my neighborhood, and some of the people where I live think that Sonic causes cancer.
Dang it.
Your driving causes cancer.
There you go. Apparently so, because my character just ate it.
Play Now or Die says, I love flying helicopters in this. I feel mixed about helicopters in this. I think the controls are extremely friendly, but being an old Battlefield player where it took me 2 weeks to learn how to fly a helicopter and then I figured out how to carry momentum, I kind of wish there were advanced helicopter controls that let me maintain momentum through flying. But for the average player, the helicopter controls are very, very friendly, and it's easy for you to like come in real low and fast with a little bird, dust off, drop off your buddies, and then go peel out. And that kind of stuff is really satisfying.
I think Jake's coming back.
This game is just another Just Cause clone. I don't know. Nah, it's like if you took Just Cause and you just dialed it back a crap ton of notches, and also I love Just Cause. So it's up to you if that's a good or a bad thing. 4v4, people are not sure they want 4v4, PvP. I said that you were, when we went down to Respawn and we saw Titanfall the first time, I said 6v6, you guys are insane. I play 64 players on Battlefield, and guess what? Titanfall was the dopest game ever. So I can't say whether 4v4 will work in this game or not, but if a developer can justify a player count and make a mode fun, then it'll be fun. It's less the player count and more how they use it.
Okay, so now we have Madre Copa's second in command of her operations, and she wants him back. So now we're gonna go see her and talk with negotiations, see how this turns out.
Question for Spencer from Viperus or Viperius. Did you play on Xbox One?
I played on Xbox One. Yeah, I played on Xbox One, and I gotta say, there were definitely some times where the frame rate didn't suffer too much, and pop-ins weren't too bad. Overall, I kind of preferred a little bit of the Xbox One version over the PS4, but that's just my opinion from what I experienced. I actually do really want to see the PC version of this, because I have a feeling the PC version is going to look, gorgeous.
I don't like it.
Do you want to take people out to the desert, maybe?
Yes.
After this mission, just so we can show a drastically different environment?
Definitely.
The desert is gorgeous. I mean, the environments in this game are gorgeous. I think that's something they nailed.
Trust us than we do her. If I roll up on her with the whole team, it could sour.
Oh, come on, Tech. Godzilla was the worst game since Godzilla.
We know different. Understood?
Whatever you say, boss. You know I got your back.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm counting on.
We're playing on PS4 for those just joining us.
Come on. Come on now.
I've known him and his family for many years.
There we go.
And I've always known that he has a special gift. Sigue así, chiquillo.
Neta? Is it fully submersible? Or is it one of these floaters that hangs around?
I will tell you one thing, I can't stand the radio station in this game. The radio station in this game is absolutely horrible, especially the DJ. Like, I know they were trying to go for a little bit of a GTA-ish type radio station host, but it comes off so painful. Like, it just really is not funny at all. And yeah, that's just me. I find myself turning off the radio almost every single time I'm in a vehicle.
Oh man, somebody in the chat wants to defend Godzilla.
Good for you. That game was something. All right, well, we got to go to a meeting here.
They're gonna see you. Hold up.
Oh, fuck it.
Question about what we're going to rate the game. Miguel Concepcion, our reviewer, is frantically playing through this game. He was handed it on Friday and told, hey, you can review this by Monday. To which we said, haha, you're crazy. It takes longer than that to review this game. So stay tuned, and we will get to that review.
Frag out.
Well,
Good
obviously-
question from Neon. Is it more Metal Gear-ish than Division-ish? If you put an ish on the end, I would say yes. I mean, Metal Gear
Roman, this is no match.
Metal Gear is a
Robert
best-in-class
Hope's dead.
game.
What the hell happened?
This probably does draw influences from that.
It's an ambush. Hope never
There's
had
no
any
bullet
such
sponges.
ability.
I've killed almost every
Looking
boss
for
in this game I've run
hostages
into
for
with a
own
normal
trade
amount of
themselves.
bullets.
You damn near got 'em.
So it's a shooter. It's not an RPG like the Division when it comes to shooting
She
mechanics,
knew you couldn't resist
which I
being
like.
around.
Personally, I like
The
that a
only
lot.
mistake she made was
Yeah,
to
don't
go
you like
down
you don't have
to
to empty,
the
know,
front.
3 full clips into just one character.
I still think it was
That's always
worth the
good.
risk. Turning her would have been
That was always my beef with the Division. That you would encounter foes that by appearance only like 3 bullets should take them down, but instead it was like you have to unload like 3 whole magazines into just one dude to bring him down. That was always kind of hard to deal with.
Tech is saying Far Cry third person. Ha ha ha.
Damn, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah, I love Far Cry though, so that's actually a good thing.
That's kind of what this is.
Far
So-
Cry. It's somebody actually. Sorry, at the very beginning of this chat, somebody said, "Can you compare this to Future Soldier? Because that's a closer comparison." I would say this game is exactly Future Soldier in an open world. I mean, pretty much that is this game.
All right, let's clear out this last dude, and then we'll head off to a new area.
Currently playing on PS4.
Where's this last?
I
guy?
did play it on PS4 Pro at a preview event.
How'd it look?
I feel like the PS4 Pro is at that point though where nobody's really taking full advantage of it. And having played Horizon Zero Dawn on a regular PS4 and how amazing that game looks, I don't know. It's not the console; it's how you use it.
Okay, so now we're gonna check out this desert.
Okay, let's go look at the desert. Because if there's one thing this game really nails, I think it's the Bolivian
Landscape.
wilds and landscapes.
Yep.
It's gorgeous. Seriously, it's gorgeous. That part of this game is incredible. Favorite sniper rifle? For those of you who played the beta, Montayuk, I think, has 3 sniper rifles. So if you're looking for good sniping, go there first and pick up the sniper rifles.
There is a Dragunov sniper rifle that I got, I believe, in the sort of eastern region of this area here that I have currently in my other save game. That is awesome. So if you find a Dragunov sniper rifle, I would highly recommend grabbing that thing.
That being said, because it's not bullet spongy, you can use any gun in this game. They all fire bullets, and bullets all kill dudes, which is cool. Good
Alright.
drive in the desert.
Yes, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way on a dirt bike.
I will say Tech is still asking how we feel about this game. GameSpot is made up of a lot of different people with a lot of different opinions. That's one of the cool things about this office, so you will get a wide range of opinions if you ask about a game.
I'm enjoying it. I mean, I've been a Ghost Recon fan since the beginning, and I'm having fun with it. So there's definitely some hiccups here and there with the game, but all in all, for me as a Ghost Recon fan, I'm finding a lot of fun with it, and I'm especially looking forward to diving into more of the co-op action later on once more people start jumping into the game, and when my friends finally get the game, since they're still waiting like everybody else.
It's no laughing matter. Bullets killing dudes confirmed. They did not in the Division. Bullets did not kill dudes. Like 100 bullets killed a dude. My loadout by the end of the Division was an M60 with a side of an M60, because that's what it took. It took me so long to kill people in the Division that I would actually get bored shooting people and sometimes start missing.
I wonder if Jake knows he can teleport towards me. I think he just... Yep, he just did. Cool. Awesome.
Teleportation's the future of warfare.
I don't think they have enough guys guarding this one plane. There are a lot of dudes guarding this plane.
Once you get deeper into the stealth mechanics of this game, there are things you can do, like you can use your drone to lure, you can shoot
You can use
car alarms.
Your drone can actually be a bomb.
Yeah.
So I've actually unlocked that, and I've literally driven my drone into like a area cover of enemies. I detonated and killed everybody with it, so that's pretty cool.
Also, for people who just play this game run and gun, there's actually quite a few objectives where if you go loud, objectives will run. So you can lose the game that way, or you can lose missions that way.
Shut him right in the kneecap.
Sometimes you have to stealth. But if you're trying to steal cargo, for example, there's a pilot who's the one who flies it. So you got to kill the pilot first. There are good aspects to this game, good tactical aspects to this game.
I have no idea what picture I got, but now we can jump into the plane. That way we can also show off this area a little more too. So, yeah, any single time when you're trying to get cargo, try to find the pilot as soon as you possibly can, and just immediately just do a sync mark shot with that person and just take him out that way. There's Jake.
David Dad says, in real life, I prefer a 50 caliber sniper rifle, but in Wildlands, I like the M48-5. Clearly, you are a man who shoots a bowling ball a mile away for fun on the weekends. Also, the 50 cal would not play into the stealth aspects of this game very well.
Jake, I am leaving without you. There we go. That'd be kind of funny if the propeller hit him and just like sent him flying.
I hate attention whores. Is this game like Destiny with loot? Destiny's like Destiny. I think everybody's been chasing Destiny with their end games, but
yeah,
there hasn't been another Destiny. Destiny 2 is the next Destiny.
I just hope it's actually going to be open world in Destiny 2. But that's just me.
For those comparing it to The Division, it's nothing like The Division.
No.
The Division was genuinely an RPG shooter. If you ask me, it was done poorly. An RPG done shooter done poorly.
There were so many things promised about that game. Like, that was actually the game that got me interested in next gen. And I mean, as I said, there were so many things that was supposed to come out towards that game, and it never happened. And it came out much, much later, to the point where it was kind of like, it doesn't matter anymore. So I was disappointed in that game. So that being said, jumping into this game for me, it's nice to finally be in an open world environment like was promised. So that's a plus. So
I think The Division suffered from trying to have an end game.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you as a developer, when you get focused on end game, you sort of rip the guts out of your main game and stick it on its head. So like you water down the main game, and then you sort of have this weird disjointed thing on top of it at the end of it that very few other games can pull off. So I don't know. I appreciate just having the game in the actual game, which is what this is.
It's hard to say from the intel. Kind of looks like he doesn't have enough pilots for all the work he's got.
Especially considering
Jarek said he loved the game during the beta, and he's definitely going to play the hell out of it. Good on you, man. Get some friends. Play with some friends. It's way, way more fun with friends.
It is slightly a different game when you play with other people. Like, it really is. So, even if, like, me and my buddies have already, like, during the beta, we bailed out of the highest point of altitude that we could. And we all dared each other, like, last one open their parachute. So it's moments like that you can really have fun with this kind of game. So
Jimbo's asking a question that I find I answer one way these days. Should I buy the season pass? No.
No.
Don't buy season passes. I think too many games are getting away now with having you buy things before you see them. I mean, obviously you can put your money where you want to, but my experience with season passes are usually by the time the last DLC drops, you're not playing the game anyway. So if you factor in that you only played 3 of the 4 DLCs, you might as well just buy them individually.
I kind of want to show off. I don't know what other areas we can go to.
See if they're good first.
So
your call. Free country.
Free choices. It's the beauty of it all. Oh, there's a mission right here. Let's do that.
Intel on cartel activity at the train cemetery. Check the place out.
At the train cemetery. Sounds good to me.
This is the division in Bolivia, not Mexico.
Although that's where they sell their drugs, the Santa Blanca drug cartel, after they're done making it.
I can't talk about the distribution network per se. I can't talk about El Sueño's poor choice of facial tattoos.
Poor choice in lieutenants, too. Because like half the in-game cutscene videos are just like him getting pissed off at his soldiers for like fucking up their job. So
Tenjil's asking if it's a pain to strafe the ground from the helicopter. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, it is. There's no aiming reticle right now. I hope they patch one in. Also, because the helicopters don't maintain momentum, because they have controls that basically make the helicopter want to stop and level out.
Stop it.
When you let go, it's really hard to aim the helicopter miniguns. I want an advanced helicopter mode in this game.
The thing I found like easier to deal with is that using my chopper just to ram into things, like to knock a guy in a car trying to get away off the road, or even just dive bomb it, or even just maybe lower it to the ground as best you can, then start open firing that way. Because the fact that there's no reticle, not like that, but yeah, the fact there's no reticle, it kind of really does hamper the ability of you being able to use the miniguns and the rockets that you can find on these choppers.
Let's be honest, you can't hit crap without an aiming reticle.
Yeah, I mean that to me is kind of like, how did that get missed in the checkoff section of this game when they were making it?
Yeah, I mean, we're making random comparisons to other games. It's definitely got a I think it's got a Mercenaries vibe. Not the second one, the first one.
Okay. And
people are asking how we're playing this game with our thumbs.
Thumb action.
We have thumbs. Also, this is our review copy on PS4. Well, one of the copies. It's a co-op game. Yes, there will be PvP. 4v4 has been announced. I'm curious. I would appreciate them doing something tactical. I would appreciate them doing something in the open world itself. But we'll see.
I just cannot see, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be like, you have the entire map open to you, but it's only 4 versus 4. That'd be kind of nauseating for me, because all it would take is for everyone to spread out and take forever to travel to one point to the other just to hunt down one dude, or just like a couple.
Although I don't know, like when you have a world with vehicles and large expanses, and I think that's fun. I'm not ashamed to admit that I loved Defiance, and Defiance did PvP and PvE. It was like Conquest, but when you got to the Conquest point, there'd be a big freaking mutant ogre standing on it that you had to fight. So you had to fight them, and you had to fight the other players at the same time, and that to me was compelling. I'm kind of sick of just two sides lining up and shooting each other.
Right.
PlanetSide 2 is the only other game I've known for a while that actually had multiple factions. I've kind of, I don't know, like, you still play a lot of Battlefield. I'm kind of burned out on it. I would like Battlefield to go a different direction too, maybe a more like tactical open world direction, or PvP and the PvE, three factions.
I was actually talking to John Luke about this actually in our last live stream. Is that I would actually prefer to go back to like World War II, because I gotta be honest, as much as it is fun to kind of use drones and more tactical modern day shooting, I really miss the days of just using your wits and just the guns that you're given. Like none of this, marking stuff or calling in drone or air support or that kind of thing. Like, go back to like the old-fashioned days of like the World War II shooters. I really do miss that stuff. I know there was a time where everyone got tired of them. Like there's so many of them out in the market, and then we switched over to modern warfare kind of stuff. But now that to me is what's getting old now for me. So it'd be kind of nice to see us go back to World War II, and that's kind of why I like Battlefield 1 so much, is because it's World War I. It's an era that we haven't really touched base on quite a bit, at least successfully in first-person shooters. So it's good for us to kind of mix that stuff up. And it's a game that, to me, requires more skill to get your kills than it is to, like, mark a target and then call in an airstrike, or send in a drone to, do the work for you, that kind of thing. So if by any means there are any games out there that are coming out that are based more towards that type of era of shooting, like World War I, World War II, I'm all for it.
People want open world World War II.
That would be cool.
We had a question about PC performance. We're actually benchmarking this. I think our target was to try and get that out by Friday. Hey, so subscribe to our channel, and you will get notification when we get that benchmark out.
Definitely a lot more guys in this area than it's showing.
It's like a little Mad Max area.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Got eyes on a Santa Blanca lieutenant. Looks like he may be the man we're looking for.
Got him.
All right, we need to take...
Question about melee weapons. No, it's a melee button.
If that's a tour group,
Wait, maybe you can melee. Click the stick.
No, you can melee. It goes into an animation of like clicking or like cracking someone's neck.
Okay, there's melee. Never mind. I was wrong. I just haven't used it much.
You lied.
Well, so there's some weird things. Like there's certain doors you can kick. It's just a button press. There's no way to make your team stack up. The only way to get your team to stack up on a door is to tell them to go to the door and then blow up the door with a grenade.
Is that guy booking it?
But there's no friendly fire. So...
Oh, Jesus, he is booking it. Dang it.
Oh, see, this is one of those things where if you alert, they run. This is why this game sort of encourages you to play stealth.
I don't know how they spotted it. So
The lead spitter says we need Vietnam. You actually, was it the Rising Storm folks started making a Vietnam game?
the last Vietnam game I played that was a lot of fun for me was actually the Battlefield, the Bad Company 2 DLC, the Vietnam one.
Oh, that was so excellent.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I feel like Vietnam's a very touchy subject, and I've actually never really played any shooter Vietnam game that was actually really good, to my knowledge. So it's definitely one of those games where I'm hoping that it's good.
Question if there's flashbangs. I haven't.
There is. There
Okay.
are flashbangs.
Okay.
Also flare guns that you can use to kind of distract your enemies. Yeah, they've actually focused a lot on, I would definitely say, the drone for sure. Because as we said earlier, you can plant bombs on your drones. You can make your drone into an EMP, so it can kind of short circuit all electronics in an area. So if there's a lot of searchlights or alarms, you can use your drone to sabotage those. So the game definitely opens up a lot more when you're upgrading more of your stuff. So
This is such a soothing chase.
it really is a very nice chase. You know, let's just turn up that radio.
Can you give me some more pan flute music?
Yeah, right. Let's just. Man, I can't wait to catch up to that guy and kill him. Like, it's gonna be so great.
Where you going, buddy? It's big desert. To be fair, I think your car is a bit
My car
like
sucks.
marginally faster than his car.
We're both driving the exact same car.
I'm not sure if you're actually gaining on him. I think you're just, I don't know. Got to cut some corners.
I really wanted a helicopter.
I will say, much like Far Cry 4, the minute you get a helicopter, everything in this game becomes easier. And there's plenty of helicopters. Howdy, Jason. Thanks for joining us. Right now we are doing Ghost Recon Slow Racing. It's like karting, but slow. Just give him the order to fire. They'll shoot his tires out.
There's no AI guys.
I thought you're playing with somebody. So you can either play with
Jake.
you can play with a friend or with AI, but not mixed.
Hold on. Pull over. You're stopping.
Gotta shoot his tires. Wow, this is interesting, actually. Oh, yep. Okay, you got him.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Now you gotta shoot his tires. Shoot the tires. Hit the tires. Yeah, there you go.
What do we know about the
That's the
asshole in
interview.
charge?
No.
Jack up your ghetto ride.
There we go.
Fair warning, he's got a reputation for being unkillable.
He obviously hasn't met us yet. Got any background on him?
I'm done
I'll put
fighting,
together what
okay,
we've got and
listo?
send it to you shortly.
Copy that. We'll see what else we can.
Take it easy, okay? Cálmate, pues. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal, you and me.
You want a deal? How's this? Give me Reed, and maybe I don't blow your brains out.
You definitely can pop tires. It's one of the more important things you might do in this game if you're chasing somebody.
What about these people? Where are they from?
There's 5 or 6 villages Reed likes to hit. Places where people disappear and no one asks any questions. Así de simple.
And the cartel, they get a cut too.
No. We keep this to ourselves. Sueño would send
You're
every
holding
one
the
of
middle
us
of the
to a
gun.
pozolero.
The gun's like out of her hand.
Whether you find this game enduringly buggy or just buggy, that's up to you.
From me, all right? ¿Está claro?
Hey, it's me. Sorry about that.
We are not playing on Ghost mode right now for the stream just because...
Hey.
there's Jake.
Wait, hey, Jake.
I played this game on Ghost mode over the weekend, and in my opinion, it's the only real way to play this game because it just makes everything more fun. You actually have to play the game as it's designed instead of like a tactical just cause.
Sending background on El Gato.
The dude that
Oh,
thinks
boy.
he can't be killed.
Ooh, nice.
That'll be good.
Bowman, you were right about Reed. Fucker's running a human trafficking operation right under Sueño's nose.
I don't remember exactly when they said PvP's coming.
I don't remember it either.
If you watch they released a trailer last week. Oop.
Oh, whoa. Good thing there's no friendly fire.
I've killed myself with my own helicopter blades, getting out too early so many times.
At the center of both. With luck, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hello, South America.
Nomad out.
Stealth playthrough, you definitely can. Again, like I think if you crank this game up to the hardest mode, you turn off the minimap, turn off your crosshairs, and that's the game that's the Ghost Recon game. The default mode with everything on is a little bit too casual for my taste.
All right, let's turn off the power so there's no alarm. that goes off.
Ghost mode just means the highest difficulty. You die in about 1 burst of gunfire in Ghost mode.
And it literally can come from like anywhere. So to me, it's a little frustrating, especially if you're being shot at and you have zippo clue where it's coming from.
To quote people in this office, get good. Now, if you do ghost mode, then you have to play this game far more stealthy.
It's pretty much all stealth if you do ghost mode.
Ghost mode is also self-imposed. So again, it's cranking it up to the highest difficulty, and then if you really want to enjoy it, turn off most of the HUD elements. You can't turn off all of the HUD elements because this game lacks animations to tell you when you do things like transition to a grenade launcher. So you do need a certain amount of HUD elements to understand what your squad is doing and what your gun is doing. But yeah, turning off the minimap increased my enjoyment of this game tenfold. It's just like a big spoiler screen in the lower right corner. It forces you, when you turn it off, it forces you to actually engage and listen to the world and search.
I will say, I will give them credit where credit's due about how, huge the world is in this game and how they managed to pull that off. I feel like fairly successfully.
For those asking about the review, we're still working on it. The game came in late Friday. So check back a little bit later this week. Streaming embargoes were all up over the weekend, so I'm sure you can watch plenty of live streams and make up your mind that way if you like, but otherwise, stay tuned for our review. Do you get more XP playing in ghost mode? That's a good question. I actually don't know what the answer to that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. That actually would be pretty interesting to find that out too.
I will say that you get more enjoyment. You get that out of this game.
Clear. Y'all good?
Take a look at the factions real quick. Some of the stuff we're still sort of flipping through and testing. Right.
Oh,
there we go.
States.
So we are not far enough into this game to tell you what happens when these faction levels get really high. I'm curious to see what the late game looks like.
Through my experience, patrols for the Santa Blanca cartel, at least when it comes to unlocking certain vehicles that are carrying supplies, they have more heavily guarded protection. So, for example, like this truck right here, if we were higher level, it would have maybe a better patrol guarding it than just two trucks. So that's so far as what I've experienced. But yeah, aside from that, I have no clue. I have no idea. I would like to see the rebels get a little better firepower because I gotta be honest with you, there are times where you call those guys in for backup and they just get wasted. So it's just
Gold Edition, I don't know. I'd buy the base game. To be honest, it's fun to just explore this world and collect the loot yourself. For the review, we must have been given the super great awesome edition, but it started with a light machine gun and another one that you couldn't suppress, and that's not this game. I mean, this game is mostly a stealth game with a backup gun in case you go loud, if even that. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird that the pre-order gun didn't have a suppressor on it.
Yeah.
I kind of tossed it right away and went back to the standard.
It's just weird that... Hello.
Fireworks.
Yeah, that's sometimes indication that there are supplies down there or something's going on, but... Let's see if we can hit this mission quick. Looks like we're attacking an airfield out in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know. My advice right now is start with the standard edition, get some friends in the game, and go from there. I have greatly enjoyed this game as a co-op experience.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot more fun cooperatively. That's just the bottom line here, really. It is. I mean, you can play this thing solo if you want. You'll get an experience out of it, but really, in all honesty, you want to play with friends. You want to play with other people.
I mean, I can't understate how fun it is to be in a really hairy situation about to die, and on the radio you hear your buddy say, "I got this," and flying in a little bird and rescue you at the last minute.
Or he parachutes in and misses the jump and smashes into an enemy building.
Yeah, or that.
Those are my moments with my friends. I'm coming to back you up. You overshot the drop.
Yeah, good touches in this game. We're going through good touches and sort of sloppy touches back and forth. Good touches are you can pull the suppressor off and it does change your bullet characteristics. You get more penetration and power. You can also get long barrels that increase the bullet velocity, which is really cool.
I got a Sicario over here.
Yeah, suppressors are actually, you can take them on and off in this game, which is cool. Also, something we mentioned like very early in the stream, but the range is accurate to your mill dots, which I honestly cannot understate. Most games don't do, and that is a cool touch.
Oh, he freaking moved last minute, you little prick.
Helicopter controls are difficult because they're so easy. Wait, a question about helicopter controls. They're hard because they're made for beginners, so they try and wrestle the helicopter away from you when you let go. They try and right the helicopter rather than carry the helicopter's momentum like in Battlefield.
All right, we need to get to that radio tower. Oh, there's a guy right here. What the hell?
Bacon's asking, will the AI drive when you're in single player? I haven't found a way to get them to do that. Have you?
I've not found a way either, no. Oh, there's another guy up there, okay.
Fucking hell.
There we go.
How's he one-shotting mobs? It's because bullets.
Ah!
There aren't any bullet sponges in this game. Just a bullet's a bullet. I appreciate that. It's one of the things I could not stand about The Division.
It would be nice if the rebels could also revive you too. Like, I feel it's kind of dumb that you can call these guys in for backup and you get taken down. They're like, ah, screw you. We're gonna go do something else.
Ryan Reynolds is having trouble with sync shot. The easiest way to use sync shot is to not shoot. You can actually just tell your squad to do sync shot, and then it's a guaranteed kill on whatever their target is.
You also have to unlock the rest of your sync shots as well. So you start with one, but then when you go to your skills loadout, you can then spend skill points on your squad that then unlocks the other two sync shots. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, sync shots do it through walls, though.
Are those bats?
That's pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. Since we had trouble going in through that entrance, let's go to the other one.
Dave Dad's saying he crashed the helicopter in the beta and didn't die. Yeah, that aspect of this game is not realistic. It's a bit more just cause in that sense. You can survive some pretty crazy things, and you can flip a vehicle and it'll right itself. There's definitely some gamey mechanics that are not what you would consider recon.
Take the shot, Jake. See him use those. See if he gets it.
Would climate change affect the play?
There you go.
If you're playing Zelda.
Zelda, you'll slip off a mountain if you try to climb it. If you run out with any metal during a thunderstorm, you get electrocuted.
Jon Snow, Division wasn't a flop. It has a massive dedicated player base. This is true. It just was not my cup of tea. But it had its audience, and they sold a crap ton of copies, and I'd be amazed if there wasn't a sequel.
I can remember the last time where in just 1 month there were so many open world games that came out. Think about that. It's like Ghost Recon Wildlands, Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda. Isn't there like one more too that's supposed to be coming out or did come out that's open world? I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy month right now for gamers. There's so many good options. Question about if there's going to be more weapons and optics after launch? Probably. There's a lot for you to collect up front.
Whoa. See that? The hell is that?
Is it playable offline? Yes. I don't think you have to connect to the Ubi servers.
Yeah, this isn't like For Honor. You can actually play offline.
I did find out the hard way that your game save is local, so you have to actually upload it if you take it somewhere else.
Yes.
It's not a cloud save, at least on PS4. Beastly saying the Division ain't getting a sequel. I would be shocked. Wasn't it like one of the... It was like the highest selling game franchise since something. I'll have to look it up.
I wouldn't mind them giving it another shot, provided that they actually, in my mind, deliver what is promised. So it's just give us a New York or Chicago or something, and actually give us a large open world to run around in and do stuff like that. That to me was what I wanted the most out of the Division, and I semi got that experience. So I'm really hoping that if they do make a Division 2, they pull that off. All right, here's a jammer, so we gotta take that thing out.
For the record, Mass Effect is not open world. Mass Effect is a good series at making you think it's open world. It's kind of actually one of the brilliant things about Mass Effect is it's actually, I mean, a lot of the earlier Mass Effects were, I mean, the first one was open. The second and third one were actually almost level-based shooters that with open social hubs. But it made you feel like it was open world. I think that's why that game's brilliant.
All right, so there are rebels here.
Someone wants to see your NVGs.
Fucking alarm.
Oh shit. Oh no. Get indoors.
You set off the alarm.
You know what? I'm gonna call in for some backup.
Rebels to back us up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for older Ghost Recon, you're gonna have to go with Dragon Rising on sale on Steam, or Arma, or whoop. This is definitely a casual tactical shooter. It's definitely not hardcore.
There are rebels up there. I'm gonna try to make a break for them.
First-person shooter Ghost Recon was hardcore. Don't disagree on that one.
Give me that code, then show me the computer you used to send it.
Goodbye. Feel free to start shooting, guys.
Anytime.
Anytime. No, that's not what you want to do.
To be fair, that is a minigun.
Yeah, but the minigun wasn't aiming at him, though. Looks like he kind of had a stroke or something.
Got some people calling Division out there. That's probably because what Last Stand just officially released outside of their public tests.
Dang, what gun was that?
Man, yeah, Sean's talking about Rise of Avatar. Are you guys interested in Rise of Avatar? I don't know. There was a lot of interest in that. I feel like Avatar doesn't have a huge following. It was like one of the highest grossing films of all time, and then nobody cosplays it. Nobody really seems to care.
It's one of the weirdest things, and the film itself like challenges Star Wars for the most amount of money made, and yet there's like hardly any cosplaying about it or anything, as you said. So it's really weird. Well, I'm gonna have a hell of a time.
Richard's asking, do all guns one shot? I mean, people wear body armor, but bullets are bullets in this game. It's not like The Division. There are no bullet sponges we've run into so far. People die when you shoot them, which I personally appreciate.
That's always good. Okay. So we got the rebels shooting them down there, so let's go up here to figure out what the heck's going on up here.
A lot of questions about frame rate. So far on console, it hasn't really been an issue. There's nothing that's distracted me. When I played Just Cause 3, that was awful.
Now we need to get to that.
I actually had a hard time playing Just Cause 3 because of frame rate, but this game so far, no.
I had another plan in mind. One of those
Obviously, if you're playing on PC, it just depends on your rig.
Reed's men won't shoot one of their own, and the buyer won't see us coming.
Who's up to date on their flight
Yeah, also looking in the chat, I'm not going to defend those muzzle flashes. They need some work. Do you think it would have been better if they released this on a Friday?
Boom.
I honestly think they should probably have released this in a month, like next month, when you don't have Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mass Effect, all in 1 month. You know, give your game the best chance to succeed by giving it room to breathe. You just threw. Oh, Jake, you need that man.
Should we?
Yeah.
Should we interrogate? Yeah, let's interrogate him. He looks terrified.
Start talking, fuckface.
Yeah, fuckface.
For those of you with questions about on PC, we are benchmarking this game currently. We'll probably have that around Friday. So subscribe to the channel, and you will get a notification.
Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, there we go. We gotta head over there.
Matt asking about first and third person shooting. So that's a really cool touch in this game is it's per weapon. So the game will remember whatever you did last with the weapon. So for example, you can go third person with your assault rifle or SMG every time you use it, and you can go first person with your sniper rifle every time you use it. It's a really cool touch.
We're gonna make an epic attempt to escape. Come on, baby. Oh no, this is probably not gonna be bad. It's probably gonna be really bad.
Uh-oh. That... You might make it. You got this. Yeah, your Cessna's gonna do it.
There we go. That's how you take off.
Oh,
shit. Yeah, there we go.
Right over that AA turret.
That was a epic escape right there. That was great.
So I think that AA turret did not fire because you cut the power generator.
Yeah, so that's why you always want to cut the power as best you...
There's another AA turret, though.
Nope, there's one more.
No.
Oh, ooh, that was close. And we still got an armored truck chasing us. Let's see how well he takes the new terrain.
PJ's asking if we kept our guns from the open beta. No, all I got was a sick llama t-shirt.
So worth it. That just sold you right there, didn't it? Like that's when you knew the game was just going to be for you.
Sick llama t-shirt. Also, your clothing doesn't have any status effects, so
nope.
You can just wear whatever you damn well please.
That's what I'm looking forward to, people's crazy design ideas for their characters.
PvP is coming up again. Was announced officially in a trailer last week. I would say go watch that trailer.
It's definitely going to have like a Just Cause 3 feel to it a bit. You can definitely tell. Like the choppers all have crazy colors. People are kind of like dressing up like... It feels like they're trying to take on a little bit of GTA Online, but we'll have to wait and see what they do.
Yeah, this game's identity is kind of stuck between two places. I think it has some tactical recon influence and it has some Just Cause Mercenaries influence. And depending on the settings that you use in the game and how much of the HUD you use, you can sort of pull it in one direction or the other.
It is nice to kind of like take a moment to kind of just take in your environment. I like games like that that allow me to do that.
The fact that you're about to die from surface-to-air missiles.
Hey, you know what? That's how I can enjoy this thing. That's all that matters. Okay, that's one missile. Cool. Oh my god.
Going back, Dave's asking overall impression of Wildlands so far. I would say, yeah, why don't you go ahead, Spencer?
I'm enjoying it. Like, Ghost Recon fan, and I'm finding a lot of fun with it. And I'm looking forward to playing with my friends too. So, provided that we land in one piece. Oh boy.
Yeah, I would say this is a casual tactical shooter. You should play it with your friends. It's most fun in co-op.
Yeah.
It's like dick around tactical shooter game you could play at night with your friends.
Or play it seriously. Like it's open to either one of those interpretations. So, now what the hell's down here?
There is a lot to do in this game. It's a big world.
Got eyes on the buyer. Careful who you shoot. We still need that scumbag alive.
Oh, we need to take him alive. Okay.
But again, this is a crazy month in games with Mass Effect, Horizon, Zelda, Wildlands. So yeah, put your money where you want it.
Hey, we got a narco. The parking area.
That guy makes a run for it. We're gonna be in trouble chasing him. Don't kill him, Jake. Yeah, grab him, Jake.
The map, Jason's asking about the map. So I would say the map is one thing they nailed in this game. It is huge and it is gorgeous. Like, honestly, I really am impressed with the map.
Damn. I feel like if once we start shooting... Nice.
You need a sink shot?
Good try, yeah.
So, going back to nice touches in this game, sink shot, see the little spinning icon above, lets you know if your friend is aiming at their target or not. So you don't have to talk. You actually know if your buddy is aiming at their target or screwing around through that icon.
Contact. Parking area.
Oh, dang, he's running. He's running. Oh, man, Jake.
You might need to get a rebel vehicle. Oh, that's gonna
well,
work.
if he landed it, there you go.
These vehicles have what I just call like the hand of God physics, where when they flip, it just like a giant hand grabs your vehicle like a toy car and flips it back over.
Pull over. Did we get him? Music is so fitting for this moment. Ram his freaking car. Yeah, party's over. Come here.
Ryan Reynolds seems to be all about rubbing bald men's heads. You know, as long as it's consensual, it's your choice.
favor, no me lastime. I'm just a businessman.
Boston Reed, where is he?
I don't know where he is. Okay?
Adam's saying this game
Everything
looks
goes
and
through
feels
his
better
mail.
than
I
The
get the
Division.
order and he delivers it.
Depends
That's
what
it.
you're
In
looking
order
for.
the law.
I would agree because I like
Okay? Men,
shooters and I don't
women,
like
What happens to
RPG
these
shooters.
people you buy?
Depends.
I just like the fact that I can shoot someone with one bullet and they drop. Like
Yeah.
that's my thing.
Dude in a hoodie doesn't take an entire belt of M60 to go down. That's
Or-
already improvement.
Or a guy wearing a freaking,
Usually,
you know, crossguard uniform doesn't take, you know, 3 magazines to drop.
Had to wire the rest to one of Reed's bank accounts.
I will say that
But what else could I
in
do?
between Battlefield games, I played a lot of Ghost Recon Phantoms, and that still had one of the best movement shooting systems I've seen in a newbie game in a long time.
put the pieces together.
Really underrated.
Upload the bank
It was
info
a
to
super
Bowman.
enjoyable
Between that, the list
PvP
of
game.
villagers targeted by Reed's people, she ought to
Alright.
be able to come up with some solid leads.
I made Denali excited about licking heads. I will direct you to the internet, where there's no shortage of whatever you like.
Let's see. Some intel right there. There's a plane back up top, so let's jump into that friggin' plane. We can fly there, save us some time.
Man, the music in these cars is so relaxing for chases.
Jake lost connection.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time?
Got a shout out for Phantoms. Actually, I think there's the new Battlefield mode is from Phantoms. Anyway, it's the like tug of war mode.
Oh, Frontlines mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, Frontline mode looks like it's fun. We're going to get a chance to experience that tomorrow, so should see how that turns out.
I think we'll go for a little bit longer. I think Jake dropped out, and then we're going to get back. Actually, we're going to go cut a review in progress after this. So stay tuned for that, maybe later today, and then at the end of this week, we'll probably have our full review.
All right.
You got people counting down for their copies of Wildlands.
Oh, we got the full squad back.
Got a hit on Carlos's phone. I'm sending you his location
Mac
now.
FFDs can't play for the next couple days because he's a firefighter. Well, thank you for being a firefighter. Putting out real fires, I'm sure, is important.
Probably a little more important, but
Maybe a little more important. Maybe you're a wildland firefighter, because I hear people just, you know, I had some relatives who are firefighters, and they have a firehouse where they chill and play games in between important things.
where is that next objective? Oh, there he is.
Find the Guerrero brothers and get them to give up everything they know about Boston Reed.
How's the vehicle handling compared with other similar games in the open world?
Compared to other similar games, like say GTA or so, I would definitely say the handling is not that great compared to other ones. But from what we experienced from the beta, it's definitely an improvement. So take it like it is. is the way I see it. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of the mechanics are designed for ease of use as opposed to impressive, I don't know, maneuvering.
I'll tell you one thing that's really annoying is that they put way too many SAM freaking launchers all over the damn place on this side of the map.
Clint, who's just joining us, we are playing our PS4 review copy right now. But it should be out soon for the rest of you, depending on what your time zone is.
Yeah, it should be available for people to play on the West Coast around 9 p.m. because it unlocks, you know, at midnight for the Eastern time. So, the wonders of living on the West Coast. Get to play games a little early.
Are the guns better than the beta? Nope, there's more of them.
There's more powerful guns, so yeah, there definitely are.
Any rebel activity directly to your local Santa Blanca organization. Juntos, we can defeat the rebel.
The biggest difference from the beta is the rest of the world. Depends on what you're playing the beta on, but it feels, I don't know, right now it feels similar. I think there was a day one patch also. I'll have to double check on that. I think it's coming out. There's another patch tomorrow. Probably a launch patch. How big is the map? The map is exactly one huge of the map. It is a giant, huge map.
We will show you in just one moment as we watch our plane nosedive to its death. Yeah, there we go.
Screw you, airplane.
That was totally stealth. Nice. All right. And so now this is the map. This is the world that you will explore, and it is huge. It's definitely one of Ubisoft's biggest maps they've ever created, and it shows. I mean, here we are, like right over here, a little speck, and it's really actually quite impressive what they pulled off. And every area, as you venture around, is different and feels different depending on the environment that you're in. So I think that's pretty cool.
Also, nothing in the map is gated as far as I can tell. You can just go anywhere. You can literally do the first mission, grab a helicopter, and fly to any region of the map.
But as we stated earlier, the further north or further south that you go, more armored enemies will show up, because it's definitely with the idea that you have to be a little more advanced in your character before you can go towards those kind of areas.
How many lives do you have? Interesting question. You have 2 lives per attempt on any objective.
Yeah, so if you get dropped once, an ally can come by and rescue you. If you get dropped within, I believe, like a time limit of a minute or so, you automatically die and fail that mission. But if you stay out of danger for a little while and then get dropped again, it'll reset that for you.
Mr. Beast is asking, do you like the game?
I'm enjoying it. Like, I mean, I don't feel like you need to be a fan of Ghost Recon to enjoy it, but because I am a fan of the series, I'm finding things that I am liking about this game.
Yeah, I think this is a great casual tactical co-op game with your friends. I think playing this game with your friends.
What?
Playing this game with your friends is, in my opinion, a lot of fun. But again, it is a crazy week for gamers. You got Horizon Zero Dawn. You got Mass Effect Andromeda. You got Zelda. So what you're looking for would dictate whether you play this game this month or later on.
Those games alone can keep people busy for at least 2 months, if not more, because there's so many things you can do in those games. That made no sense. Like, I literally was trying to grab that guy. He was getting in a car. I could have totally gotten that car with him, but still said that I failed. So I'm just gonna go in there, grab this guy, punch him in the face, figure out what he knows, and then shoot him.
King's asking about customization and characters. Yeah, there's a couple. There's more options than the beta, and also you unlock clothing and special outfits, such as the one we're wearing right now. As you kill bosses, play the game, get your Uplay rewards. You can get a G36 from Uplay with your Uplay rewards.
Did you unlock that for your character? Do you remember?
Yeah, going into games like this, I usually will check where my Uplay rewards are at, and then I'll fire up old games I haven't played in a long time, like Just Dance. Dance my ass off for those Uplay rewards, and then go buy a gun.
Yep, there it is right there, the
G36C. So I bought that with Uplay rewards.
Oh boy, look at that skin. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, as far as I know, Uplay is the only service that lets you actually buy real physical weapons and such from playing Ubisoft games. I don't think Origin has matched or Steam has matched yet, which is kind of cool. And this outfit, too.
Definitely a lot of cool guns here. This is another Uplay gun right here, too. Let's try this gun out.
I don't know if that one has a suppressor. You have to check.
I think you can attach... No, it doesn't. Oh, well. I got a suppressed pistol. That's all we need.
Wolf Dog's asking when the stream's ending. We'll probably get off in just a little bit because we actually have to go cut a review in progress for this game. But if you have any questions, ask them now, because Spencer and I have both played this game over the weekend and through 2 betas.
God, this music. I'm telling you.
The last 2 games that make me feel like I am now are The Witcher and The Division. Those are...
I got eyes on Carlos.
I don't know how to take that statement. The Witcher was
incredible.
Universally incredible game, and The Division was... Some people loved it and some people hated it, depending on what you were looking for. Hopefully you loved it.
Wait, what? You've been detected. That doesn't...
Oh, it's a no detection mission.
Okay.
So one of the things this game will throw at you from time to time, so you can't just dick around and go loud, are no detection missions. Is there a roll mechanic in this game? No. Unless you're talking about your car rolling, in which case your car will roll on its hood and then will roll back onto its feet, because that's what cars do.
It's real. It's real physics. You never done that before to your car?
Yeah, I just every day going to work, just do car rolls.
Roll your car right off
the
gate.
There was a Vin Diesel game. What was it? Vin Diesel had a car game where the cars could actually do...
It was like a Fast and the Furious kind of game?
The cars actually could body slam each other.
Huh.
Like the cars had melee attacks.
Sounds like a Twisted Metal ripoff.
could you show more character customization and skills?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's do that. Actually, no, we have some skills we can actually buy right now. We have 5. So one of the best things you want to kind of start this game with is that you want to kind of show up, like put your skills up in the best way possible. So stable aim is definitely something you want to kind of max out or at least get to 3. This helps you both tremendously with sniping because you actually can't hold your breath when you snipe. And also just when you're aiming in general, this is an essential thing to use. Also, ammo capacity increases the amount of ammo you can carry on your weapons. You unlock the grenade launcher, which will save your butt against enemy choppers because those are like an instant hit kill.
Speaking of, somebody here is asking the first thing you should do. The first thing you should do is unlock the parachute and unlock the grenade launcher.
Yep, parachute's right here, and just at the grenade launcher, weapons right there. Next thing too is that the drone, once you've upgraded, once you reach a certain level, the drone can then be used for actually an explosive. I've actually done this in my game where I've literally thrown him into a group of enemies, detonated him, and he killed like 5 enemies at once. It is loud, you will get detected, but it will help kill off those pesky, heavily armored enemies a lot quicker. And also too is that you want to increase your frag grenade capacity because now you only have 2. You can get more if you buy more upgrades towards this. The flashbangs are good too if you are obviously going in more stealth, or if there's a group of enemies, especially if you want to get a helicopter and there's a pilot nearby and there's too many enemies to kind of do a sync shot with. Throwing this in will blind all of them for a short period of time. You can just take out that pilot and the rest of his guys out at once. Flare gun's weird. Like the flare gun is supposed to use to distract enemies, but through my experience, it kind of puts them on high alert and it kind of backfires half the time. So I don't know about that.
By the way, the chat came through. The game was called The Wheelman. That was the Vin Diesel game with car body slamming combat.
There you go. And then definitely the one I want to kind of get to is bullet resistance. That obviously adds more armor to your character. So let's get
more
that.
bullets, less problems.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at
customization.
some clothing.
Yeah. Let's go loadout.
Thanks for joining us, David. Have a great day, and let us know what you think of Wildlands.
Yeah, so sometimes you can have special outfits.
Jerry Torres says, I play Elder Scrolls Online. Do you think this game has enough for me? Honestly, for you, I would say go play Horizon Zero Dawn first, and then come back to this game.
Yeah.
It's a more similar experience, and Horizon Zero Dawn is a excellent open world in the same similar fantasy genre that you like.
Yeah, so the customization options are actually pretty deep. So you can get like different types of eyewear. Clothing can also be changed too. You can change footwear. You can even get ghillie suits depending upon what type of outfit you're wearing. So that ghillie suit can kind of match whatever you're wearing. So I don't think it really affects how enemies still spot you. I think it still works just the same. But yeah, no, they've gone pretty far in giving you pretty well done customization options. So I think it's been pretty cool so far. All right, we only got a few minutes left, so let's see if we can get this guy.
People asking for PvP. Alas, it is not out yet.
Everybody hold up. We got hostiles in the area.
We'll be happy to stream it when it is. There will be multiplayer post-launch. There was a trailer dropped last week. They've confirmed it. It's 4v4 tactical. No word on what it is yet. I'm secretly hoping it's in world and not just in an instanced map. Because I love the GTA style open world PvP where you do have to actually run around the map doing stuff. Can you play multiple careers at once? There's no classes in this game. Is this game worth $60? You should wait for our review in progress at the end of the day today and full review at the end of the week if you do not know.
Make that decision for yourself.
How responsive are the AIs?
So enemy AI can be pretty tough. Once you're spotted, they will try to flank you. They will try to play somewhat smart in taking you down. Your AI teammates, on the other hand, they're kind of iffy. They can sync shot. They can take out enemies pretty well sync shot wise when you order them to attack. The thing I find kind of annoying is that even if I'm being shot at, if I don't give that command to attack, they will only shoot back if they're being fired upon. Like, it's really kind of, if I'm being shot at, they should automatically start shooting. But the fact that I have to give an order every single time I'm being shot at, that kind of that kind of pulls me out of it a little bit.
Get back on mission. I got eyes on Carlos.
That dude?
So
You can't be serious.
I gotta say, I'd like to get into this game a little deeper and do suppressor tests and see what the actual alert radius is for various guns with suppressors, because I think it's different. That's my impression from playing this game.
You
don't gotta hurt me.
Oh, did you fail because he saw you when he was getting in the car?
I think so, yeah.
All right. What?
Wait, I don't get this.
Oh, maybe you're supposed to follow him?
You're too close. Oh, you have to follow
Oh, it's
him.
a follow mission.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Well, that didn't explain that. Okay. So I guess I guess I don't even have to take out his guards. I can just follow him. That's dumb. That was not very self-explanatory.
Ethan, who's just joined in, we are playing Ghost Recon Wildlands on PS4. You can unlock appearance customization in-game. The clothing and vests and such do not have statistics. As far as I know, they don't affect your ability to get spotted either, based on environment, so it's mostly just for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah, you can put on all the armor, the ballistic, face mask, all that jazz. It doesn't make a difference. You'll still get dropped just as quickly as someone who wears no clothes. So it's really more towards how you want to look in the game.
Question keeps coming up about, is there a lot of differences between the beta and the full game? No. I mean, not really. The full game is much larger and has a lot more stuff to get, but I think the beta was a pretty good.
The vehicle controls have improved. Obviously, you have a lot larger weapon selection. It also feels a little more smoother. So to me, at least. So it's little changes here and there.
They tightened it up, but I think you got the general impression.
Yeah. No, you know what you're paying for. I think kind of by what the beta was. So if you played a lot with your friends like I did, you're probably looking forward to this game as much as I am.
Yo, cartel gunman, near the ruins.
We're trying to do a sync shot here.
Somebody wants to see you get in the trunk of the car. That's actually not a bad suggestion. We should try that. Seriously.
I don't think there's a trunk option.
No, you can. There's a trunk. Kill those guys and get in the trunk of the car and see what happens. I am so curious about this now.
Target marked.
Because you can get in the trunk of the car. Okay, get in that trunk.
I can't run though. He'll spot me though. And he's looking through a window. I remember that. So I gotta take this stealthy.
Get in that trunk.
See what the?
I got eyes on Carlos.
That dude?
Get in the
Can't
trunk.
be serious. My 12-year-old daughter could beat the shit out of him.
Let's try not to spook him. We just need to hang back.
Oh man, if this works, I will be so happy. Yes! Alright, let's see what happens. Oh my god. Please say this actually works.
What? This is the car he takes.
What?
What?
Wait, hang on. He might be just confused because of that person.
Or he's taking a bike.
What is he doing?
He's taking a bike.
Oh.
You fucker.
How did he know you were in that trunk? Okay, well at least we're like... No. Back in the trunk. Back in the trunk.
It's okay. He doesn't see me yet.
Okay. Jake, get in the trunk. Jake, get in the trunk.
Jake's not here.
Yeah, Jake's not here anymore. Okay.
What the hell is he doing?
I don't know.
I feel like I might have broken the mission. I don't think the game was expecting me to...
Thanks, chat.
There you go.
All right, now you can follow him.
God, that would have been great. It's like, okay, we got to get rid of this car. What if we should drive it off a cliff?
Yeah, good suggestion.
What the hell?
Hang on. Don't get too close.
I think there's because there's a bike on the road. That's why he's like flipping out.
We'll probably wrap it up after the end of this mission so we can go off and cut our review in progress. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this game is a bit breakable.
But it's funny. It's breakable in a funny way. You know, aside from that, like, getting in that trunk was hysterical. And the fact that he didn't do it, I was like, oh, you bastard. So...
Like I said, some of our coworkers feel like it's sort of has that state of decay, sort of endearing brokenness.
Okay, we're still good.
That guy is...
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Giving you
What are
some
doing?
serious Bolivian stink eye.
Because I'm an American, that's why.
I will say the writing is so incongruous with the actual game itself. Like, it's like you're a super secret ghost. Nobody's going to know who's holding the match. And one of your first options is to have a giant frickin' American flag tattoo on your arm and a unit patch.
I mean, just the commentary with the other soldiers together is like they tried so hard to be funny, and it falls flat, and it's like cringeworthy bad. Am I supposed to follow this guy through here? Hope not. No, I don't.
Okay.
Rome's is asking, does it have to be 4-player co-op, or can you have 2 humans and partners and 1 AI? So it's
There's no AI, so if you
All or
and your
nothing.
friends can jump in together, but if there's only 2 of you, you lose the other 2 squad mates, AI-wise, until you get other friends to join you.
The one we want.
Copy that.
yeah, so it's all or nothing. It's your friends or
With a damn minigun
Nothing.
at the entrance to the camp.
no. Well,
What? There we go.
That's a kill.
the all is you take 4 AI friendlies with you, or your friends, but not both. No, you can't combine the 2.
Nope.
The lieutenant's on the run.
Yep, he's running again.
Cool.
Maybe you can just chase him
That's
this
fine
time.
by me. We can just chase him. We can avoid all this garbage.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're good.
Hostiles.
Nice. Oh, you took the
Took that.
shotgun.
Okay, come on. Can you be any slower getting in that car?
So at this point, you can just tell your AI squad mates,
Yeah, just order them to fire.
man, this is Mad Max Fury Road right here.
This is. Oh, don't blow up that. I was afraid if he's gonna crash into that, the car's gonna blow up.
You're going to Oil Town.
You're under arrest.
Last night I was actually chasing one of these guys. It was a kill mission. He got out of his car and another enemy unit slammed into him and ran over him and killed him for me.
Yep.
have no idea who that is.
Don't bullshit me, Hernando. You either tell me where I can find Reed, or I make sure El Sueño knows
Dennis
all
V's
about
asking if you can unlock all the
infiltrate
points by
trafficking.
playing. I believe you can. I think you can get through the whole unlock
Fucker
tree.
never shows his face unless he's got a shipment to make, or there's some kind of emergency.
I think this qualifies as an emergency. Don't you?
There's a special
Hi, Folkloric. If you're just joining us, we're actually about to wind down the stream and go cut the review in progress.
Oh,
Then tell me
Jesus.
where I can find
You can
the
expect a full review from us later this week.
Bowman. We got the Guerrero brothers.
Oh, went
Wow.
down. This is your second life. We gotta find something. Do you have C4? Go out on an explosion.
No, I got an automatic shotgun. I'm gonna put that thing to good use.
Damn, that was
I will say this does have the strong Fury Road vibe.
fucking hell. I'm back, Bowman.
What happened? Wait, you know what? So what'd you get?
A code that'll summon Reed to an airfield not too far away.
Shot you in the
Sub
butt.
will be waiting.
Oh,
Oh my God.
wow.
Get him, hotshot.
You're
I
surrounded.
literally do not know what's shooting at me now.
You might need to get out.
Man, if you shot straight, I would get fucked up.
Oh, that's the
Nice.
DLC gun.
I like that
Or
gun.
the-
Oh,
that
watch
might
out
be-
for that truck.
Might be my Uplay, the Uplay gun.
It is. It's pretty good. I like it.
Dope. Here comes the helicopters. Nope.
Oh,
You're gonna
guys,
get mortared.
guys.
Nope.
We're clear on this side.
Oh, you know what's kind of funny? Not funny, but funny at the same time. If you set a car on fire, the models for the guys who get burned in the car are like horrible.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
like
pretty.
horrible burn victims in these cars when you blow them up. Oh, that's a convoy truck. You want to grab it? See if you can get it? Just shoot it.
He's coming right at me.
Just
So
shoot the grab out of it.
Helicopter inbound. Truck is
End the stream strong.
we're so gonna get raced. We're gonna get wasted.
Yeah, Hassan, definitely the type of game that you play with your friends. There's no question about it.
Pull over your stupid truck.
Pull over your truck.
Engaging. Don't hit the truck. We need shit inside of it.
Miniguns. Good for nothing. I did notice the miniguns are not super powerful versus choppers.
They're not. It's kind of dumb. Well,
Yeah.
well, it was good against that chop.
Alright,
Nope, he's still going.
Give chase. Give chase.
We will pursue.
It's the last thing we're going to do on the stream.
Let's see what we
We're going to get that truck. And played.
Problem is that we have no HUD, so I'm hoping that we didn't just lose. There it is.
Play sick pan flute music while we
Ready?
chase it.
Open fire.
taking a shot.
If you like pan flute music and car chases, Ghost Recon Wildlands is the game for you.
Pull over. There we go.
Get out, son. I like that the radio says don't shoot the truck, but that's actually exactly what you're supposed to do.
I find it funny when the truck blows up and it's on fire. You can still run over and plant
Movement
your
on the road.
Yeah.
And you still get points for it.
And you're like, hey, rebels, how about this burnout truck? And they're like, cool.
All right, pay me for this burned gear.
Objective secure. Let's clear out.
All right, we got it.
Yep.
Word to the
Oh,
rebels to
wait.
come get the radio gear.
Where are these guys?
Whoa.
Feel free to start shooting anytime, guys. See, that's what I'm talking about. There are times where, like, the fact that I have to give this order for them to fire and they actually start doing it kind of drives me nuts.
Still with the Godzilla, man. We got someone in the chat who's like determined to make that Godzilla connection.
That guy totally just ate it when he crashed his bike to the truck. That chopper's not still here, is it?
Repeated question: if anything carried over from the beta?
You got a llama shirt.
Your llama shirt and your sick knowledge. Any male nudity in this game? All right, this chat is getting to that point.
Yeah, we're
this
right there.
This is not Conan, but if you want to see a swinging set of dongs, we did make a Conan video about a swinging set of dongs. So, internet. All right.
Alrighty then. Well, that's.
Thank you so much for joining us. You guys have seen us play Ghost Recon Wildlands on PS4. Feel free to give us that good old thumbs up if you like what we're doing here. Subscribe to our channel. Got a review in progress coming down the pipe. Got full review coming down the pipe. It's a crazy month. We're talking about a lot of games in our office. Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Stay tuned for Mass Effect when we get it. We really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody.
We'll see you guys next time.
Choppers approaching.